Great morning, everyone. Today is the countdown for the debate this evening. So I wanted to come in, and we're going to do a little different here this morning. I'm going to use the oracle cards, and then I'll do the tarot. But let's look and see how each of the candidates is doing today. So what's going on with Trump today? He wants to bluster and things, but he knows he's not up to it. In one way, he knows that, and that's why he's got all the surrogates out there claiming that Biden's on drugs and, all the nonsense that they're putting out there. And he's not going to prepare for the debates because he's in his delusion about how brilliant he is, and nobody can tell him anything. Okay? So he's got this knife thing going. One side of the blade, he's, doesn't want to be there. He's the one that stuck his foot in his mouth. I want to debate you anytime, any place. Well, you're the idiot that said that, so now welcome to your nightmare. That's what you get. So let's see what we have. The first thing out is growth. Okay, growth. He needs to grow, but, the forest is burning there, and he's running for his life. Is what it is. I don't see him, the fires are lit, and that's not a good type of growth that he wants. Where this is moving to, okay? This fire is lit, and I just see him as the scared rabbit that's running because, he lit this fire himself, and now the forest is on fire. And he's got to deal with it. Yeah. The MAGA clan. Okay. So he's the scared little rabbit out there in one way. And he's trying to put whatever he can put out there to try to offset what's going to happen tonight. Okay. Going into it. Mob. Yeah. Again, he's trying to amp up the MAGA cloud. They need to see what's underneath. Need to see what's underneath of all of this. And he's out in the cold. Okay? He's out in the cold. He knows he cannot actually debate because he really does not have genuine plans. It's all just hot air that he's going to be out there spouting. And he's hoping the mob does not see under the surface of what he's doing that he's really out in the cold when it comes to debating. And courage, okay? I think he's trying to amp up his false sense of courage. Like I said, on one thing he knows he's not worthy, and the other side of the thing, the other side of the coin, he's always the narcissist. I know more than anybody, and he continues to have this rhetoric to try to buoy himself up with this divergent path that he's going. Not a surprise. And underneath of it, where this is moving to. So he's going to try to buoy himself up today, convince his MAGA clan. Hopefully they don't see under the surface that he's really out in the cold when it comes to this. And that he's got the fires that are lit. And those fires are growing. And he is a scared little rabbit that's running. Okay? So he's trying to convince the MAGA clan about, how unfit Biden is and all of this other stuff. That Biden is a good debater, but he's on drugs, he's hopped up, he's, all of this nonsense that he's trying to put out there. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and pull the tarot. I'm going to pull the cards real quick. And then I'll show you what we have. Because I've got to get to the last card to see what's under the surface and driving all of this. Okay. So first card out is the Repugly Uglies. Yeah. We have this retreating. Is that now the genuine Republicans are retreating? Okay. Challenge what's being birthed, America, laws, regulations, what we stand for. Outcome is holding on to this information and holding on to power, holding on to. So what we have, one side of it is what he's trying to sell. The other side of a victory. And in the center running all of this is judgment. Judgment. Okay? So there's going to be some judgments about who's selling what, the victory, who comes out on top with this, who's got the goods that's holding on to it. Again, underneath of everything we have up in the air, the fantasy, the notions that are going on. Okay? And he sees that the genuine Republican Party is, that they've retreated when it comes to all of this, when it comes to seeing him as a viable person. They're going to be judging this, again, judging it on one side, what he's trying to sell as a victory. They will be judging this. The Republicans, and I'm not talking about the MAGA clan, have retreated when it comes to America and supporting Trump. Okay? So I think he's looking at the polls, etc., that, and he's done this to himself. Marjorie Taylor Greene is out there. We don't want the Republicans here. We only want the MAGA people. We need to get rid of the other conservative Republicans. We don't want them here. And Trump said too, if you're not going to support me 100%, we don't want you. We do not want you. So again, him and his delusional crap is isolating people. He is his own worst enemy in things. So, let's go ahead now. We're going to do Biden. What can you tell me about Biden this morning? What about Biden going into this debate? What's going on with Biden? Okay, so our first thing out is at the center, bargaining. Okay. Now let's see what goes with it. The bargaining could be, that he's willing to work with people. He's willing to work things out. He's not out, it's my way or the highway, like Trump is. Trump is, it's my way or the highway. Biden is willing to bargain, okay, when it comes to the rules, the laws, what they're putting out there, okay. He's always done that. The House, the Senate, he tries to bargain with them when they're trying to put things into motion. And he's trying to figure out the next move. Looking at what to say tonight how to approach things, is what it's looking like. Okay. So going into it, we have empathy. Okay. He is a very empathic, and has a lot of empathy. He's also got a lot of moral fortitude, etc. The friends, he wants to try to be of benefit to people because he sees the hardship of things coming down. Okay, so he has compassion for people. And I think he's going to talk about that, looking at the thing of compassion, being willing to work with others. What a difference between Biden and Trump going on today. And then last but not least, we have walls. Okay. Now, I think in this case, the walls are structures, having things structured when it comes for, could be young people, difficulties they're facing, the upcoming generation, etc. And ending walls. He wants to make it better for the younger generation that's coming up. He wants to try to, and he's still thinking about the actions, what to say, about bargaining, about how to move forward, rules, laws, regulations, what we want to do as a country, and how we want to make this better, especially for the younger generation coming up. Big difference. Big difference in the energy between the two of them going into this today. Biden's thinking about others. Trump is thinking about what a mess he's got himself into and how he's trying to corral and just put out a bunch of nonsense to try to explain away why he's going to do such a bad job today. He doesn't want to listen to anybody. He won't prepare. He just wants to be out there screaming about grievances. And then a lot of hot air about he's done better, he's done the best, he's done the most. Just absolute nonsense. So let's see what we have. Okay. So yeah, he's been a bully. Okay? The past he's been a bully. He's always been a bully. That's what that is. And he's looking for now the White House. He's been a bully. He wants to, again, be able... Oh. Take it back. We're looking at Biden this time. So in this case, we're looking at Biden here. First card out is he is taking no prisoners. Okay? He's talking about the White House, the solidity of things, balance. You need to have balance, and he's a strong person. Take no prisoners. The challenge is not looking. The challenge is not taking in things, not seeing. And the outcome is a victory. Okay? So on one side of it, we have Trump. The other side of it, what's coming rapidly. And this is about trying to come to agreements. That's the whole thing. He wants to appeal to the people, looking at what's coming rapidly, looking at Trump and his abuses while he was in the White House, etc., his abusive nature, and also Biden. There's two sides to that happening. The abusiveness, because he's looking towards Trump on this card. He's facing Trump. He's looking at Trump's abuses when he was in the White House. Okay? and not listening, not taking in anything, and he wants a victory. Okay, underneath all of this is juggling and trying to balance this stuff. And also looking at what's rapidly coming down the pike for Trump when it comes to this. And again, what's at the center of it is about the people coming together in agreement when it comes to Trump and what is unfolding rapidly coming down the pike for him. Now again, going into this is a double-edged sword. This could be the abuses by Trump when he was in the White House, okay, because above it we have the White House. And this could also be in the positive, that Biden's taking no prisoners, and again, he wants stability in the White House. The challenge is people that will not see, will not hear, and then coming to a victory. Now, I think the victory in this is Biden's going to wipe the floor with Trump. Trump's going to look like an ass. He's going to look unprepared. It's going to be his blustering nonsense, his attempts to attack Trump, his attempts to attack migrants, and just nonsense. He's got really nothing to really put out there of substance. Okay, it's going to be I'm the best and Biden's the worst president ever and Biden lies and Biden's on drugs and I've been so fabulous and just look at what was great when I was there. You need to get me in here. If you don't get me in here, we're not going to have an America. It's going to be, just more of the rhetoric that he puts out at his rallies. So when they actually have questions, I don't. Let's go ahead and pull cards here. What about when they're asking the questions? Is Trump going to actually answer the questions? That's what I want to ask. Is he going to actually answer the questions that are asked? Or is he just going to ignore it and go off on some other tangent that has nothing to do with the question, which is usually what he does. When the MAGA people don't like a question that's being asked, they ignore it. They ignore it and go on their rant. So, yeah, he doesn't like what's coming down. Surprise, he's not going to like it. And the people involved, okay? So he's going to, again, go out there and take action because he doesn't like what they're saying. He doesn't, he doesn't want to honor what's there. They're all against me, all of them. So this has been his life path of protection, trying to protect himself with the action of the jungle. So yeah, he's not going to, it's going to be his usual thing of trying to protect himself, okay? And when he doesn't like something, he's going to get out there and try to be a bully, try to, but this time, he can't keep talking over Biden like he did last time. Last time, he just tried to railroad things, talk over Biden, but this time, they're closing off his mic, okay? You don't get the opportunity to not give Biden time to speak, which is what he did last time. Whenever Biden was trying to speak, Trump would be interrupting, talking over him, talking smack, non-respecting of anything, and this time they said, this is not going to happen again, okay? If you cannot control yourself, we will control you and we will cut your mic. Okay? If you can't come in and play fair and you can't honor the rules, then we are going to, take care of this for you. You get your time to talk like anybody else, But when that time is ended, your mic is cut. Okay? That's it. That's it. So on that note, I'll leave that here, and we'll see you online.